And we're on. Hey guys, Andrew here. Welcome back. Today, really excited to have One Exam Prep's Florida licensing expert, Carlos Diaz, with me. Carlos, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. And, looking forward to share some good information with our fans and our clients.
So, Carlos, I know you wanted to get the message out there. In July, there was major updates to the Division One exams for Florida. Some major book updates. Could you please elaborate? Tell us which books are changing.
Yes. So the state does changes some of these books so often. It is not specifically at a certain time of the year. It is not specifically, people think it's just exactly every 3 years, and it's not all the books. However, the books that they did change in July for the Division One licenses, it's all 5 building codes, the walkers, and the energy efficient building, and principles and practices went from the 10th to the 11th edition. Now, here's the issue. They will allow you to come in with older books, but the problem is if you don't have the newer edition of the books, you're not going to have the information or the answers to the questions that are going to be on the test. Because as they change the edition of the books, they change the content of the test. So I rather our friends to be prepared and in advance than not.
Yeah. So all 5 building codes, 2020 to 2023 on the GCBCRC exam. That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. Energy efficient went from 10th to 11th edition.
Correct.
Okay. And principles and practices, 10th to 11th edition also.
Correct.
Now, the interesting one to me is that Walker.
Yes, I was sorry. Yeah, so you're walking into the walkers.
Yep. Because the Walkers went from 32nd to 33rd, but on the state, their book list, you're not allowed to bring that one into the exam. It's a suggested study reference. So what do you mean people who, they want to update their books and they might be on the fence? Do I need the walkers? Do I don't need the walkers? What do you recommend there?
So here's the deal. The state makes a strong suggestion to study these books, okay? But still, you're not allowed to bring that book into the testing. So what happens? We do offer packages where we can either update the books that you want to bring into the testing, or rather that you are allowed to bring into the testing. Or if you still don't have your books, we have rental packages where we provide you with all the books that you are allowed to bring into testing. We can do it with the books tab and highlighted or not. We can do it with the preparation courses and the practice exams, including live classes as well with our certified instructors.
You mentioned the preparation exams and the practice courses. I know I talked to a lot of students, and one of their first questions to me when I tell them these books have changed is, oh, well, is your course updated, right? Or are you still on the old books? So, Carlos, can you tell the people, is our course updated?
Listen, we have a strictly dedicated team that is the only thing that they do, is to absolutely break apart these books, look at whatever new content is within the books, recreate content for all of our practice exams, all of our practice questions, and for the instructors to discuss as well during the live classes. So we do maintain consistently all these book changes, all the new content, all the new material.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, we were prepared for this months in advance, actually, right?
Correct.
We still have the old editions in the course to help out our students who don't upgrade, but we had the content for the new editions months in advance to prepare our students, make sure they're ready.
Correct.
Now, say we have a student, they bought a rental package, whatever it was, before the books updated, maybe 9 months, a year and a half ago, right? They still want the license. Life got in the way, right? Maybe now they want to pick it back up. Now, obviously, they already invested. These books aren't cheap, as we know, they're not cheap. So they've already invested quite a bit of capital into doing this, and now they have to get all new books. 5 building codes, energy efficient building principles and practices, and the walkers if that's one that they would like. So one of the things as a company that we can do for these people with the rental packages is if they get our updated books highlighted and tabbed, we'll restart their rental 6 months and honor their deposit. Our goal as the school at One Exam Prep, we win when the students get licensed. Okay, that's the bottom line. I know, Carlos, you've been doing this a number of years. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Registering someone in a course, or when someone calls you and says, Carlos, thank you so much, I got my license? Which one is it that gets you going?
You know what? After so many years of doing this, you know, you need the books, you need the courses. That's not the big deal. The cool thing is when somebody tells me, hey man, thank you guys for helping us out. Thank you for, you know, assisting me to get the license. Thank you for helping me get through that application, you know, that nightmare of the application process. You know, what else can you guys help me out? Well, guess what? We do have other services, you know, expedited permitting, we have insurance, we have a lot of different partnerships. And I usually tell all of my clients, so I say, I don't care to make, you know, if I do the sale, great. If not, okay, I'm going to help you. I'm going to inform you and educate you so you can be the most successful person possible in this industry. Now, what I do care is that long-term relationship. I have clients that I bump into, you know, out in town, and it's like, hey man, are you Carlos from One Exam Prep? Oh man, you helped me out. Thank you so much. You know, my life has changed, because that's the reality. This is a couple of months of dedication, sacrifice, and investment for a lifestyle change, and it will change your life.
That's awesome, man. Just to elaborate on that a little bit, I want to let everyone know one of the things we did as a school, because our goal is to get people licensed. Recently, our audience, you may or may not have heard that a very large school shut its doors rather abruptly. And I'm going to put the link to our Google review page so you guys can check it out. Don't take my word for it. Anybody who was affected by that closure, we have been putting them in our courses free of charge because we saw a need to help the community. And as a school, our mission is to get contractors licensed. And that's something we take very seriously, and we stand by what we say. So, Carlos, I know when you're sitting here and you're saying that what makes you feel good is when you meet someone in public and they tell you how much you helped them. I know that's the truth, because that's what we do here.
No, absolutely. And it's happened several times, you know. You know, and that's the good part about it. This is one of the things that, you know, we're not trying just to sell you. We're trying to build relationships with all of our clients. And, you know, the bigger payout is those long-term relationships with our clients.
Yep, absolutely. So if I could just circle back to the book updates really quick. I know we've been focusing, you know, on the Division 1, the GC, BC, RC, codes going 2020 to 2023, principles and practices, walkers, energy efficient building, going to a new edition. Now, those Florida building codes going 2020 to 2023. That's not just Division 1, right?
No, it's not. So there are other licenses like air conditioning. There's those building codes. Again, it's the same standard. So those building codes have changed along with the NFPA 96 book. The mechanical license, there's 2 of those NFPA books that have changed. You know, glass and glazing. They also have the building codes and the energy efficient book that has changed. So every license may have certain changes on the books that are being used currently now since July. But you know, any questions that our clients or our friends may have out there in the internet, please give us a call. Here's our number. Here's our email. We'd be more than happy to assist you. Take our time with you. Make sure you understand and you have the right expectations so we can help you through this process.
I would encourage our audience. We're going to put the link in the description here. Go to the state's website. If you're going for a license, check out your book list, see what changed, and we're here to help you. We can get you all the new books, best price. We'll highlight and tab them. Our courses are top tier, up there with the best full-time content department licensed instructors. and we're here to get you licensed, and we'll make sure you have everything you need, all the up-to-date licenses, of all the up-to-date references, excuse me, no matter which license you're looking to achieve. So definitely check that link in the description there. Make sure you have all the right books. And if you
Andrew, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. I am actually glad that you made that little mistake where you said up to date with the licenses, because also now there are new state licenses that have been released to be able to attain. There's a whole list of them. Again, remember that the licenses in the state of Florida are very specific to the scope of work that you're doing. Out of the top of my head, garage doors. You know, I know that it's
big one. It's a big one.
It's a big one, and that now is a tested license in the state of Florida. Marine bulkheads, I know that's a new one as well. They still have the full marine contractor's license, but now I do know that I personally have some friends that are in the marine contracting world, and some guys just focus on bulkheads. Some guys focuses just building docks. So guess what? Those are new licenses out there in the state. You will have to do the exams and go through the process. So give us a call again, hit the link, send us an email, and again, we'd be more than happy to assist you.
So Carlos, for folks looking to update their books or folks interested in the new licenses, what's the best number they can reach you at?
The best number that they can contact me at is my direct line, which is 954-414-0293. 954-414-0293, or they can shoot me an email. They can text me at the same number as well, and my email is going to be carlos@1examprep. That one is not spelled out, is the alphanumeric number 1examprep.com.
Awesome. Carlos, I know you're super busy preparing your students. So before we wrap up here, any final message for the audience?
No, thank you guys for spending a little time with us, just a couple of minutes. Again, helping you guys to get educated, get prepared, get your license in your hands. Give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help.
Awesome. Carlos, thank you so much for taking the time today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Andrew. You guys have a great day.